What up, YouTube? Last week I was fighting to prove that my strategy could pass a 25K combine. Today was my first real session as a funded trader, and I immediately broke the exact rule that helped me get funded. I got stopped out, I recovered with a trade that I should have waited for, and I ended the day with 239. But the money isn't the biggest part of the story. The mistake is. Welcome to week 2, and this is the beginning of the fund decline. Before we start week 2, let me quickly recap on how week 1 ended. Week 1 wasn't just some perfect winning streak. On day 1, I entered a sell on gold, went up 98 ticks in profit. My break even rule activated at 100. It didn't go to 100. It basically came back, lost the trade, stopped out for $107. Instead of immediately revenge trading, I watched the sell structure fail, and my 20 chart eventually formed a W and it broke its neckline. Took the buy, caught roughly around 250 ticks, finished that session with 150 profit. All right, trade helped me understand that framework that I would use for the rest of the combine was basically something that worked. I just needed to be disciplined and stay with it. 40 is going to tell me where we need to go. The 20 is going to tell me how we're going to get there and when are we going to get there. Right? The 40 controls the structure, direction, and major zones, while the 20 chart gives me fresh M's and W's and the completed neckline breaks that I need to get into the trades to carry them on to the mother stretch run. No more 10 chart entries because apparently I was getting in too early. We can't handle that. No blind first touch entries because sometimes those would make me lose before you win. No entering before the brick closes because a lot of times I would get wicked into the trade and then immediately stopped out. And no changing the stop because I'm scared. No dragging it up, dragging it back, dragging it left, right, none of that other stuff. The rest of week 1 I still had wins, losses, early entries, and moments where I gave back profits, but every session helped me tighten rules. The final 2 micro long produced around $200, pushed the account around 26. 251 where the combine was passed. But passing the combine wasn't the finish line. Now is where the story begins. It only gave me permission to face the real challenge, just protecting a funded account, becoming consistent enough to receive payout. Before I go ahead and tell y'all, I didn't record week 1 because my OBS was buggy. So while I was trying to record it, it was all black screen. Right, so I'll show you guys as best as I can. Week 2, my milestone is simple. Win 10 funded trades. Not force 10, not win them all in 1 week. The goal is just to win 10 funded trades before I lose 10. Just patiently collect 10 clean winners while documenting every entry, loss, emotion, and mistake. My first funded session started with me arriving late to the market. Go had already reacted from my support zone move without me. I thought I had missed a trade, but instead of chasing, I waited. Price eventually returned to my green 40 ERZ and touched my lower 20 ERZ, which gave me the correct location, but I still needed a W. Let me explain to you guys what you're gonna see. Price here at 8:02 p.m. decided to come back to these highs, market open, push up. I wanted to take a buy, but I came to the market late and I missed my W. As you can see, price bounced off of here, tipped it, made a W. After it made the W, it immediately pushed up. That kind of, how would you say it, enacted the FOMO, right? I wanted to get into the trade so bad, but price refused to come back and come get me. Price decided to do this pull down, and here's where I'm like, okay, my retest should pull up. But here's what happened. Price broke through and decided to break W, which then kind of threw me off. You wanted to break a protected zone normally means you want to fall. But no, price only wanted to come to this area. You see, I had this W marked out. I was supposed to get in on the rejection, but price made this W on Friday, and I wasn't certain about us trading on it. But needless to say, get into that trade. Well, we didn't get into the trade. The trade played out without us. Look, played out without us. Getting discouraged, I closed OBS and was like, man, I'm done for the day. Well, in me doing that, price decided that I wanted to throw an M, and as you can see, I wanted to see how much of a stop loss it was going to be, how much of a take profit it was going to be, and if it can play out. I went to my higher time frame, drew a box to confirm the entries, changed the color. Now we had a resistance. This is my biggest rule that I broke because price is in an uptrend, and until it breaks this green box down here, I should not be looking for sells, but I did. Needless to say, I took it away because I wasn't confident with it, but I put it back when price decided to look like it was gonna go there. I gave it some wiggle room and price came and tapped me in. Now we went up about 60, 80 ticks, and I was supposed to go break even, but I didn't. And I left it where it's at, only for price then pull back, hover in this area. I'm in the sell here, and in this moment right here, let's go find it.
Order fill.
So I'm in the sell, and I'm starting to realize that I need to get out the sell because price is still in the uptrend, still shoot up. So then I go back to my entry chart. I see my entry.
Order filled.
And I reverse my position. Something else I'm not proud about, but this would be the trade that I should have taken instead of the sell. Stop loss underneath the W, take profit, break of the highs in a little bit and then some. Only for price to then shoot to the take profit I want before starting to reject. Now, my first thought was I should have stayed with the buy, but the deeper lesson wasn't that buying is always right. The lesson was that I allowed my execution chart to override my structure chart. The 40 determines my direction, the 20 determines my timing. A random 20M should never convince me to sell against an active bullish 40W unless the 40 structure actually fails. That is an official rule. So week 2 begins with 2 trades, 1 loss, 1 win, and a 239.80 profit. My road to 10 wins officially stands at 1 out of 10, and I'm happy that it's a green day, but I'm not going to pretend the execution was perfect when it wasn't. The sell fought the 40 bias, while the buy covered my $60, $70 loss. I'm documenting everything, the wins, the losses, the screenshots, emotions, and lesson, but for now, I remain at 1 micro. That way, we have room to execute these fuck-ups and not call it a day. I'm not increasing size until the account reaches the next planned threshold, and you guys will know that. And my execution proves that I deserve it. So for right now, we're giving ourselves the utmost wiggle room to fuck up. Week 1 was about getting funded, but week 2 is about proving that you can stay funded, at least past a week, because that's the limit. If you want to watch me chase these first 10 trades in real time, subscribe and follow the funded climb. Win number 1 is officially secured. We have 9 more to go.